I am Goldman. This is a present from me to you. Look at your left.
Jesus, Maeve, that's no way to treat my trout.
The Morning Stream. If you have job, you wear the pants.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream for Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. We got 225.
Ooh, look at that. 2525. In the year 2525.
Oh, man, can you imagine what the year 2025 will look like? Or the year 2525? Let's imagine.
If man is even still alive.
Will they still have the Atari logo in whatever version of Blade Runner they make then?
They've lost all their sexual drive in the year 2525.
Well, that's not good. Then no babies, no population.
Oh, exactly.
It's good to see you all. It's Scott and Brian here, of course, and, it's Wednesday. What are you going to do with a hump day? You going to hump it? You going to get on there and, let the old hump...
Write it like the Wednesday it is.
Yeah. Teach that Wednesday who's boss kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, sure.
That'll be great. I'm sure it'll be fun today because we got our usuals. We got Tom.
I know it's a big packed show, but fun stuff we're going to be talking about today.
I got a big question for you that I think of all my friends, you're the most equipped to answer.
Okay.
Because you know this stuff.
All right.
But it hit me the other day. Somebody in a show Kim and I are watching.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you what show it is because I think it's horrible.
It's not what you're going to recommend, I guess.
No,
okay.
and it really bums me out because it stars Holt McCallany, and I love him.
Oh, wow.
But and it looks like it could be good. Like on paper, this thing's like it's like Yellowstone, but in a coastal fishery in the South. And I love Southern Gothic crime and all this. It's like all these things are checking off all my boxes. But this show called The Waterfront. It plays out like a WB drama. It's just bad.
Oh, really? Oh, God, that sucks.
I didn't like it. I mean, there's moments of like extreme violence and moments of like big time cussing, and there's a couple of sex scenes. So you'd think, oh, they're going to pepper this with. It's all very edgy, but all the interstitial stuff just feels like CBS Thursday night. It's just bad. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and Holt McCallany eats up the scenery everywhere he goes. Love that guy.
He's never not good.
Yeah, he's never not good. Even in this bad show, he is quite good. But this stuff, he is so punching above this. It's just not good. Get Mindhunter season 3 going. I need Bill Tench back. Give me real Holt McCallany in the future. But
don't forget though that I gave you a recommendal last week for Department Q that will scratch some of the itch missing from Mindhunter's absence.
Yeah, as soon as Kim finishes this abomination.
Oh, she's gonna watch it all the way through, huh?
Yeah, she needs to. I mean, I'll admit there's one piece of it I kind of need to see some revenge on, and it has to do with the character played by Topher Grace, which surprised me a little bit. Other than that, it's just bad. Don't watch The Waterfront, or if you do, just know you're getting into the most basic ass.
Tropey Troperson.
Super Tropey McTroperson, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm watching that, though.
Okay.
And somebody says, Holt McCallany goes to a bar and says, the guy goes, "What can I get you, sir?" And he says, "Whiskey, neat." All right. Now I know what that means. No ice, right?
Right. Exactly.
Now,
no topper, it's just glass and spirit, G&S.
Yep, just that, and that's it. And is that warm? I assume it's warm in the bottle, or how does that come out of there?
Yeah. Usually whiskey, because it's not a refrigerated alcohol, is going to be
just room temperature or whatever.
It's going to be room temperature.
Okay.
Yep.
And people like that for what reason? Is it just they don't like ice? It waters it down?
Right. Exactly. They want to taste all of.
Okay. So if
audio. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you cut out for a second. That was weird.
Zoom can't detect your microphone, but now we're back. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So anyway, he asked for this whiskey neat.
Now we got some serious lag, though.
Oh, do we? How was it taking a while to hear me?
It was, yeah. Do a count.
Yeah,
one. I'll tell you.
All right, here we go. And ready, go.
Go.
Oh my gosh, that is long. What's that about? What happened?
I was waiting for you to do 1, 2, 3. Do it again because I was expecting a 1, 2, 3.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
3.
That wasn't bad.
Okay. All right. Maybe it's caught up to itself.
Yeah,
all right,
I think we're back now.
Sorry. So
temporary glitch. One of our ISPs decided to shit on itself, and that's fantastic when they do that. So anyway, so he orders this drink neat.
Yes.
And I turn to Kim and I go, that's weird. And she goes, what do you mean? And I said, why don't we do that with anything else? Like, no one ever says, Dr. Pepper, neat. You know what I mean?
Sure.
No one ever asks, they say, Dr. Pepper, no ice. Or they'll say something else, no ice. But no one ever asks for a no ice drink, neat, unless they're talking about whiskey. So what the hell's going on there? Why is that exclusive to Whiskey Town?
Really, because, I mean, you got your variations of whiskey, bourbon, neat, scotch, neat. But you don't ever hear somebody say, give me a tequila, neat. They say, give me a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I guess also because you don't serve tequila typically. Like if you're giving somebody a tequila neat, you're just giving them a shot glass with tequila in, as opposed to whiskey where you're going to get a glass that's, an actual cocktail glass.
Gotcha. So tequila is always relegated to a shot unless it's a mixer. Is that the deal?
Typically,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, there might be places that give you a shot of tequila in a full cocktail glass for whatever reason. Any rum, again, shot of rum. You don't really hear anybody say rum neat, but they might if it's like a specialty rum. Like there are some rums you don't want to put something necessarily with it. A spiced rum, I'll drink it rocks, but not put any topper in it.
What is a spiced rum anyway? What's in there to spice it?
It tastes like a cinnamon, little bit of a cinnamon spice to it.
I like that.
So and it's usually with a sweeter rum. So
okay,
yeah,
I could go for some spiced rum.
You probably could.
Yeah.
But if you have it with a Coke, it's gonna typically, and I say typically just to save myself from the people who are like, I actually like spiced rum and Coke.
Yeah.
But it doesn't taste as good as just a straight rum with Coke.
Gotcha. So if I go to an not Applebee's, but like a restaurant. Let's say I go to a restaurant next week and I sit down. When I'm in Vegas, I sit down and I go, yes, I'd like a Coke Zero, neat, please.
I'd like to know what they say, because I don't even know where the term neat came from. I mean, I guess, it's not messy with that ice or a splash of water or tonic or soda or whatever. Yeah. It's just, it's just neat.
And
just,
admittedly, I haven't really looked
tidy.
I haven't looked this up other than our discussion, so I don't have. Yeah. I'm sure that there's some. I could find the etymology of the phrase, but I haven't bothered. So I know that this is easily accessible information that I could go find this, but I just it hit me as a little bit weird. And why doesn't transfer to other things? There must be some whiskey specific tradition,
something specific about the whiskey that makes it neat, or scotch, or bourbon.
Right. And Rainbow Bright's right. Nobody wants room temperature soda. That's true. But even then, people will ask for ice, no ice, and soda because the machines will put it out cold. Just no ice. My wife likes it that way.
Down.
Yeah. My wife likes crushed ice, but if it's like big blocky ice, she's not interested. So she'll say, what kind of ice do you have? And they'll say, what kind? She'll say, well, I don't want any ice. But she won't say, I want it neat.
Right. Yeah. Try it. I'm curious to see what they say.
I might do it. And I'll do it in Vegas where nobody gives a shit what weird people out of town say. So I'm going to do it there. I might do it in front of Mazzula at brunch or something. That's just so he can witness it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Where are you guys going to brunch?
We don't know yet. I got to talk to him. He has ideas and plans. He just needs to find out where we're going to be and when. And so he's waiting for me to get back.
Who else is going to be there? And if I wasn't doing the MS 150, I might be there with him. Is Chris Brown? He's going there for Elvis Costello concert, which is also this weekend.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
And if it weren't for the MS 150, I'd totally be going with you.
Where's he performing?
That's
just curious.
I think at the Pearl Room at whatchamacallit, Palms. I think.
Okay. And this is like Chris Brown clearly loves Elvis Costello in a way that is palpable. Good Lord.
It is absolutely his favorite performer of all time.
That's great.
I guess. Oh, you know what? I guess he's there tomorrow night, Thursday night at the Pearl Concert Theater in at Palms. So maybe he'll be gone by the time you guys get there. I don't know if he's going to stick around for Friday, full day Friday or Saturday.
As I drive into town, assuming he's leaving, I'm going to go. I'll think to myself, the real Chris Brown.
That's right. Exactly.
And he'll feel it. He'll feel me. He'll feel me doing that.
He'll pass like a hot fart in Vegas.
Yeah. To him, it'll be as palpable as Elvis Costello's vibrato. He'll feel it. Maybe not.
Exactly.
Anyway, all right. Well, I look forward to all the emails, the texts, and the voicemails regarding the neat word and why it's used the way it's used. Got a lot of drinkers out there, so let us know.
There's somebody who's going to say, I always do a vodka neat because I like the taste of vodka without any toppers in it.
Yeah. But it's specific to ice, right? Like, no, it's not just no other mix-ins. Just ice is what they mean? Okay.
Yeah, no ice. I mean, don't put anything in it. Don't put ice in it. Don't put water in. Don't put tonic. Don't put soda. Nothing. Just neat.
Neat just means blank, plain.
Yeah.
It's like your kid saying, I'll have a hamburger at McDonald's, but don't put anything on it. I just want the bun and the meat.
I just want meat and bun.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I'm going to say I want my soda meat instead of neat. Let's see what they do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Give me a whiskey meat.
Yep. And then I'll finally get that carbonated beef I've been looking for all the time.
Finally.
We'll run into it by accident. Wow, the things life brings you. All right. Hey, I got a quick text here.
Yeah.
From Dave in Madison, Wisconsin, I think.
I assume so. Madison, sure.
There's many Madisons, but this one is his, wherever it may be. Dear Schwartz
not
and
where you think.
No, it may not be. Dear Schwartz and Barf. I think we'll know what this is about.
Yeah.
More about the grapes. Just kidding, he says. No more grapes. We're done with grapes.
We're done with the grapes.
Yeah, grazing at the grocery store. We have talked about it. It is in our rear view mirror. It's back there.
It should be to everybody's satisfaction.
I can't think of anything we didn't hit with that. So
yeah,
gravestone is up. We've had the ceremony.
Horse is dead. Quit beating it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Put the bats away. The horse is mush. We've done it. Anyway, just want to follow up on your discussion from Thursday about movie remakes, during which you touched on the Spaceballs 2 remake. Well, it's not a remake, it's a sequel, but whatever.
Right.
To which Brian offhandedly mentioned we don't need the guys in the desert joke, which I agree with, by the way, when Brian said that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, there's going to be callbacks, of course, to the first movie, but don't call back everything.
Yeah, that's one you don't need to call back.
It's one you don't need to call back.
Well, he says, oh, no, my friend. He says there is 100% is still a nerd joke there because one of the black guys with the afro pick is none other than Tuvok from Star Trek Voyager. I have a thing to add to this at the end of this. But anyway, I'm not saying they'd make Star Trek versus Star Wars jokes, but I think it would be funny if they did. Love the show, though. Dave, here's some added info. Just a couple of days ago on one of the social medias, Tuvok actor, what's his name?
Tim Russ, thank you.
Posted publicly that indeed he will be returning. So, Brian, you may end up getting the scene you think we don't need.
Maybe. And you know what? And if anybody can make me feel like we need it, it's going to be Mel Brooks.
Sure.
So,
sure.
Yeah.
Who's directing to this? Do we know? It's not him, but...
It's not Mel Brooks, no. It's...
He's 100 damn years old.
It's Christopher Nolan directing Spaceballs. I think it's going to be great. Should be perfect.
Can you imagine? Oh, did you see the new Fantastic Four trailer today?
I did. I watched it this morning, and I we don't get his face, but we get a nice little shot of Galactus's chest, and I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. This is the kind of... I've been flying through space. Look at all this space crap that's been hitting me, and it shouldn't be all shiny and clean.
Yeah, he's banged up real good, and also super articulated design.
Yeah,
like lots of circuity looking stuff, and it's exactly what I want.
Yeah,
Kirby-esque freaking big badass looking tall mother effing thing with Ralph Ineson's voice, which we haven't heard yet, but
right.
I'm very excited.
Josh Greenbaum, by the way, is the director of.
We know him from.
He did that Will and Harper thing with Will Ferrell, the documentary about.
That was good.
That was really good. He did the Too Funny to Fail, the Dana Carvey documentary.
Mm-hmm.
He did that Strays thing also with Will Ferrell, with the dogs talking.
Oh, okay.
Which was funny. It was good. It was like,
so comedy
it was like
chops.
Superbad with dogs.
Sure,
Yeah.
It's got some chops. I don't see it in his list yet, though. He's not.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I'm looking at the wrong guy. No, it's a Will and Harper guy.
It's
his two things coming up are called Playing POTUS and The Dink. Are the two movies I see.
Yeah, it's on his Wikipedia page. It says.
Jeez, IMDb, get your shit together over here.
No kidding. I mean,
on?
if they don't have but they do have a page set up for Spaceballs 2, you're saying?
I thought they did. Hold on. Spaceballs 2. They have a page.
Okay.
With Nothing. They just basically say that it's in pre-production and that it's been announced. There's nothing else here. So that's why. They just don't have any confirmed anything. That's cool, though.
Okay, I do like this. The original pitch was going to be the title, Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's really funny.
I mean, the movie really was a Zucker-like parody.
Yeah.
So why not lean into that kind of comedy, you know?
Exactly.
Wow, that means we're gonna get a Naked Gun and then one of those. Like, are we coming back? Are we going back? I think we're going back.
That's fine. That's a good time of period to go back. Period of time. A good movie period of time.
Good myriad time.
Yes, exactly. Let's go back to that myriad of period.
I just watched Helen Mirren and her name popped into my words, and I don't know why. Today's recommend will explain.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, anyway, Dave and Madison, I think you're probably onto something there. If Tim Russ has confirmed his return, I think that means we're getting that guy. Whether it's in that scene or not, I don't remember if he did anything else. Did he? Was it just
no? That was just the one line, and we ain't found shit.
Yeah, it's a great line though.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's so different than Tuvok that it never occurred they were the same guy to me. You know?
Right. It was just such a great one of the years I went to Dragon Con. Couple guys cosplayed as those two and just walked around Dragon Con with a giant pick. Like the most brief screen time of anything, and everybody there knew exactly who they were.
That's pretty wild when that happens.
Yeah.
This little offhand joke makes it.
It's like Gary from Lantronix running around as the Jimmy Buffett carrying margaritas guy from the Jurassic World movie.
One of his best things he ever did.
For sure.
And we're even doing it on top of that by calling him Gary from Lantronix.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing a callback.
Yeah, the callback to a place he just happened to work years ago.
Right.
I love it. I know Gary's listening. Gary, I heard your latest diary was very good. Keep those up. I like his stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's got a little Substack thing going.
Cool.
Some old, what does he call it? Oh, I forgot. Some old man reference, but that's good stuff. Cool. Maybe it just says senior geek. I can't remember. Anyway, he'll let you know. Hey, we got a quick call from TVVM about root beer things. This is an AI call. Again, you guys choose it. I don't. All right. Here it comes right now. Right at you. Right in your face.
Hello, sarsaparilla and beer. And thank you for subscribing to Root Beer Facts. Fact 1. It tastes like medicine because it was medicine in the 1800s. Some modern medicines and tonics still use some of the same flavorings as used in root beer elixirs. Fact 2. Since root beer has wintergreen, some people say it tastes like toothpaste. Fact 3. Barq's root beer has caffeine, but not the zero sugar variety or any of the other flavors. It's not a regional thing. I thought for sure we could blame the Mormons, but I looked it up.
Always blame the Mormons when there's caffeine involved.
Yeah.
Except
That's really funny.
Boy, do they love their caffeine. Don't let the stereotypes fool you. Mormons are very caffeinated.
But it had to be the Mormons.
Yeah, it had to be them. I don't. So my understanding is, and I'm still not totally clear on this based on the call.
Yeah.
But Barq's, if you go buy regular Barq's in the state where they're bottled, that being Mississippi, you will get caffeinated Barq's in the plain variety. So we're just talking the plain, just straight up Barq's, no flavors, no alternates, no diets, just straight up Barq's. You're gonna get the caffeinated. If you buy it up north, anywhere up north, not just Utah, but anywhere up here, the same basic Barq's, no changes to it. The difference is there is no caffeine. I think that's the deal. And I don't know why that's the deal, or if I'm wrong entirely. I could be wrong.
I mean, according to him, there's no regional, but I've heard that too. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, he said it wasn't regional, is what he said.
Exactly.
But what does that mean? I need some clarification, Robot Man.
That it's the same either with caffeine or without caffeine everywhere you go, which again I question. But
so he's saying there's just a non-caffeine version, but you can get either or.
No, he's saying that there's no difference no matter where you go. That whether it's got caffeine or not, it's the same wherever you go.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So there is only one kind and one kind only, whether it's caffeinated or it's not caffeinated. That is the one kind.
So let's confirm this. Yes, Barq's root beer contains caffeine.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Wikipedia page. Let's see.
To the Wikipedia.
to the Wikipedia, where information is always factual.
Better than any other source these days.
This might be where the question comes in. Okay, here we go. Barks has caffeine, 22.5 milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce serving.
Yeah.
Diet Barks has no caffeine.
Okay. That makes sense.
Which is interesting. When you take, they make it diet, and then they also take out the caffeine. Also, if you get Barks from a Coca-Cola Freestyle machine, it's also caffeine-free.
Oh, that's a twist.
Yeah. This is because the system uses the same concentrated microdosed ingredient for both Barks and Diet Barks. The only difference between the two is the sweetener that is added. It is also common for Barks that is sold in the state of Utah to be caffeine-free because many members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints avoid caffeinated beverages.
Told you.
Yep.
All right, there it is,
Yep.
Confirmed. It's the only source.
Sorry.
It's the only source on the internet that's actually accurate now is Wikipedia. We've flipped the entire thing.
That's right.
It's true.
So there, TVVM.
Yeah,
All
take
right,
that.
there
Take
you
that.
go.
Okay, now
Nicely
that
done.
surprises me though, because I thought it was all Yankeedom, like the entirety of the northern states got the no caffeine one. I didn't know it was a Utah effing thing. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's really wild. Okay, so there you go. So Utah Diet and Freestyle, no caffeine. Everywhere else, caffeine.
That's wild. They make a deal with somebody or something?
I guess so. And
new questions now. I got new questions.
right, yeah. Apparently there was also for a little while a Barks red cream soda and a yellow cream soda, Bork. And Barks Zero Sugar root beer, which is the rebranding, they say, of Diet Barks root beer in 2022.
Yeah, I've had that and it's pretty good.
It is good. Yeah.
I mean, Coke owns them now, so it's like a.
Yeah.
And I still say, I mean, I don't know if it's controversial, but I think Coke does the best job with the zeros. They're the most like their counterparts without the aftertaste and stuff. Although I haven't had a real Coke in so long, I don't remember what the difference is. So to me, a Coke Zero is just a Coke. It doesn't, and I really like them. It still has that bite that Coke has. You get the syrupy kind of weird Pepsi thing. I don't like that as much.
Yeah. By the way, in 2003, Barks had something called Floats with a Z. Hate that. That basically was made to taste like a carbonated root beer float. Or I guess a root beer float is going to be carbonated because it uses root beer. But
terrible idea. for me. Everybody else is fine.
Right.
I don't want to poo-poo on anyone's parade. But
Canada had a Bark Spice Cherry soda.
Ooh, what? That sounds all right.
Is that still around? Ooh, might still be around.
Let's see.
Hey, Canadians.
With you and your ketchup chips, and now you got this?
I know.
Bastards. What are you going to send down? Somebody send something down to us.
Canada!
Get that down here. We love you guys.
That'll only cost like, $100,000 to send us
that's true.
some Barks.
But that's not a States thing at all, eh? Can't get that here?
No, doesn't look like it.
All right. Well, all I know.
Sounds amazing, though, doesn't it? It just sounds amazing.
Here's my big takeaway. Barks is still the only brand I like of root beer.
Okay.
Everything else is too fizzy and too root beery, and for whatever reason, Barks is just a little lighter, and I'm cool with it. Yeah. I lied. I said I don't even like the root beer flavored Dum Dums.
Oh.
But then I found one yesterday, and I had one, and I didn't hate it. It was okay.
Okay.
So all the root beer lovers out there, the really only beef I have is most brands of root beer and root beer floats of any kind. I don't care if it's Barks in there. I'm not having that.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, you don't like it's the combination of root beer ice cream, especially the combination that creates the foam that doesn't disappear.
Yeah, exactly.
Permafoam.
Yeah, permafoam. Tom Norman says we have ketchup flavored chips in the States. We do now, but there was a huge amount of time when that was a Canadian only thing and nobody else was doing it down here. And even now, they're still kind of hard to find. I can go to the local Smiths or Sprouts or any of these places over here. I'm guessing I will not find ketchup chips. You got to kind of go to, Trader Joe's or
the Cost Plus World Market or something.
Yeah, then you'll get lucky. But here, it's Smith's. Freaking forget it. Also, another reminder to everybody about the whole Utah no caffeine thing, all that. Just remember that we're weird, and you can stop moving here because you're making everything go up. So stop moving here and buying all the houses up, and just live where you live where you are, and be happy.
Yes.
Keep,
That
we're
goes for
weird.
Colorado too.
Yeah,
by the way.
Colorado's weird
Yeah.
too. And guess what? There's a bunch of Mormons in Colorado. In fact,
There are.
I believe initially the first pass-through settlers were Mormon pioneers. So just their stink is on everything over there.
Exactly.
California, you have what you have. Everybody stay where you're at, all right? Just because we're beautiful doesn't mean we're not weird. I've got 8 wives. Oh, you should see it.
Yeah.
You should see the mess we're making. Don't
You
come
can't
here.
even the coffee you get at Starbucks doesn't even have caffeine in Utah. So don't bother going.
I love that one. I want that rumor to grow.
Okay,
All
we'll
these coffee
perpetuate
shops
that
that we have around here, they all serve non-caffeinated
Only
coffee.
decaf.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sorry, that's the rules. All right, what the hell are we doing now? Let's get into the Tad Pooley feud. That's
Ooh,
what.
Yeah.
I think we ought to get our old pal Brian in here. We're going to have a little fun. Hey, Brian Dunaway, what are you doing, man?
Hey, Scott and Brian, what you guys doing?
Oh, you know.
Me first.
You know what we're doing? We're just hanging, living.
Are you guys doing a show? You know what? I was just listening to Scott and Brian talk, and man, what a bunch of isolationists. It's like, I don't want your state over in my state. And I'm like, geez, read the room, people. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine. If that's what it takes, sure.
Yeah, I'm
That's
okay with
I'm
it.
all right with all that.
I'm okay with it. If people want to fact check it and deny it, that's fine too. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, we're weird as shit. Stay out. Dunaway, it's good to have you here, man. Always happy to be playing a game with you. And man, I just hung out with you last night. That G.I. Joe episode was some real bullshit, though, wasn't it?
Dude, if you guys, I wish everybody could experience that pulling of the wool over my eyes. Who suggested that anyway? One of you
I'm not
people
going to
out
call
there
him
was
out. I'm not going to use his name,
you gotta
but
watch this.
This guy says the greatest episode of G.I. Joe is this one he gave us.
Really?
And it was the most Rickroll bullshit I've ever been exposed to.
And you believed it.
Oh, man.
It was worth watching. It is one of those things. The trauma, I think, the shared trauma was worth watching. I wouldn't say it's good.
The live chat seemed to be surprised that you and I had never seen it or heard of it, and it was like supposedly it's a well-known gag that this is like the worst one, not the best one. But I didn't know that. We didn't know. We went in blind. We had no idea. And by the time this thing ended, we were both just like, "What did you do to us? This was the worst thing."
I watched all of those. I watched all those back in the day, and only one of them really stands out to me, and that's the Blob one I told you about. With the Apple Tree Farm. That's the only one that stuck out to me. So I don't remember this particular. What was it? It's Viper. So if you're looking for it, that's the one you're looking for. But it's more fun watching it me and Scott.
Yeah, it's called The Viper, I think. Hold on, I have it right here.
Is it The Viper?
It is called
The Viper.
Oh, the
right?
Viper is coming.
Oh, the Viper is coming.
Yeah, which is just the biggest, stupidest thing I've ever seen. Anyway.
Did somebody ride a horse through town going, "The Viper is coming, the Viper is coming"?
It would have improved the episode. This thing didn't have Duke. It had 1 second of Snake Eyes. It didn't have any of the big regulars. It was bad.
I think it had more barbecue than I've ever seen. And by the way, yes, that's a real Joe. Barbecue.
Yeah.
More barbecue.
More than you could handle.
Oh, is barbecue? Oh, you mean there's a? This is me. There really is a character named Barbecue.
Yes, and he's terrible.
Barbecue. I'll give you the setup. His name is Barbecue, and they were having a barbecue at his house / converted fire house.
Yeah. It's as bad as it sounds. Everything you're hearing Brian say is correct, and it's
so
bad.
he's basically like the fire G.I. Joe, right? Is that? What
you know
saying?
those fake PSAs that are so funny where they redo them. He's the one that comes in with the helmet going.
Yeah, his dad was in Vietnam dropping napalm, so yeah, he's just offshoot of that.
He's a whole thing. It's really bad.
Okay.
Hey, look who's on the line with us. It's our old pal Ian. He's our contestant today. You're our fourth caller. Hey, Ian, what's going on, man?
Boy, howdy! It's a new system. How about them out there?
Yeah, it's working real good. It's good to have you here. Yeah. You doing all right in New York? You just had a big election. Everything going good?
Going good. It was the primary for the election. Everybody seems to think that we just elected our new mayor, but we still got to worry about November.
Yeah, but that booted, notably it booted Cuomo out, right?
Yeah, he's out.
Technically, he could still run as an independent, but we're hoping that he's gone for good at this point. But yeah, it's also ridiculously hot here in New York right now. So
yeah, that heat wave we were having, we sent to your direction. So I hope you enjoy it because right now we are having beautiful weather. It's like 60 degrees right now, 65, something like that. It's beautiful.
On one side, Scott's here. Don't come to our town. We've got weird.
Oh yeah,
no.
Right. Don't let the beautiful weather fool you. You don't want to be here. It's bad news. Oh yeah, here it is, New York, 94 degrees. Jeez, dude.
Yep.
France.
Tomorrow the heat's finally breaking, but yesterday we broke a record with 99.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, is that city heat? Are you walking down the streets and stuff too?
Dunaway, it's bad. It's bad, man. It's bad.
Vegas is only a high of 93 or 98 today. Currently 84. Perfect. I'm in. I'm all in.
84 is good. 93. I mean, you're going to be inside.
Yeah.
You're inside for 99% of the time.
But a week ago, it was 117 on the Strip. Can you believe that?
They need to move to Colorado and Utah where people can stay inside all day.
I know, right? Let's do it.
Don't come to South Carolina.
But don't come here. We're all left up here. Go to South Carolina. They got great house prices.
Hey, listen, Brian just says come to South Carolina. There you go.
Tiny percentage of Mormons down there. You'll be fine. Anyway, hey Brian, why don't we explain this game to Ian, who knows all about it, but it doesn't hurt, and then we'll find out how we're going to win this thing. What do we got?
Absolutely. It's time to play the Tadpooley Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Get one right gets you a point. Get two right. No, I'm just kidding. Ian, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. And if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes, this is cool, this is super cool, coming from the fine folks at Chip Theory Games. Like Raven, CTG, and Josh. It might even be in the chat room right now. A copy of Neon Rain. They sent me and Scott copies of this, and it is a very cool board game.
It's awesome.
So mine arrives...
never. It arrives never.
Yeah, sorry.
There's no arrival. Don't wait outside. Everything's fine. You're good.
Exactly.
You'll
also get a copy... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it was such a cool... even just the outside of this thing before I opened it is a badass.
So if I move to Utah, can I see it?
Yeah, you can, but you'll hate it here. You just don't want to do it.
And it's got a solo play feature, so you can play it if your wife doesn't want to play Neon Rain, you can play it by yourself. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Well, great. That's a lot of things, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the story of our lives. And then you're also going to get a copy of Doors Paradox. Also at that's a Steam game sent right to you. So many games.
Look at that video, physical, digital. What else can you ask for there, Ian? Nothing.
Analog and digital. You're getting them both.
That's right, New York boy.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for it to melt in your hands.
That's right.
Yes.
Not in
the
your
minute
mouth.
that it's delivered, it will just completely turn into flames.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get to the game though. You're not going to get this prize if your team don't win, and we got to find out which team you're going to be on. So please put your hands upon your buzzers and give me your best answer to this. We asked 445 tadpoolers to name a shark-based movie or TV show. Brian.
Lava Girl and Shark Boy.
Show me Shark Boy and Lava Girl. No. I'll repeat the whole question for Scott.
Okay.
Name a shark-based movie or TV show that isn't Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I'm just kidding.
Come back.
Name a shark-based movie or TV show that isn't Jaws.
Oh. Okay, well then you weren't too far off the thing. You just didn't get the top 10.
That's still a good guess.
That isn't Jaws.
That isn't Jaws.
Oh gosh.
Can I get a second guess?
No, you cannot. Well, I mean, later on you can.
The Meg.
All right, show me.
Perfect.
It is a megalodon, by the way.
Sure.
Which is, I guess, a prehistoric shark. All right, show me
I thought
the
it was
Meg.
just a shark named Meg.
The Meg 1 or 2.
And why haven't we watched it for Film Sack? Number 3, right there. So Scott has control of the board and also going into it with 3 points. So very good.
I saw the Meg in
is
theaters
very
and
good.
I hated it. Really disliked the Meg. It's bad.
I feel like
What you're saying is, shut up, Meg.
Yeah, shut up, Meg.
Yeah,
Shut up,
Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Meg is bad. The Meg is bad. I assume 2 is bad, but I would not spend money on it.
I can't imagine they improved on the first one for part 2.
Really bad.
That means you get Ian as a partner and control of the board going into it with 3 points.
Ian,
So
I'll
let's begin the game.
bet you money, Ian, that you got your Sharknado up here that just occurred to me. It's got to be up here.
Oh, abso-damn-lutely.
Got to be number 1 probably. So we'll say Sharknado, Brian.
Cool. All right, let's see if anybody said that. Show me Sharknado. Yeah, like a full, almost half of responses were Sharknado.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't come to mind first because it's like, still culturally relevant, I think.
And for clarification, Sharknado includes Sharknado 2, 3, 4, all the Sharknados. So.
All right,
it should be Sharknados.
Now, Brian, go ahead. You basically said TV. You said movies and TV, right?
Movies and TV, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
gives me nerves.
I mean, I have a movie that has to be there, and if it's not, then I'd be very surprised at the tadpole.
What do you got?
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, Deep Blue Sea, duh. Sam Jackson in the middle of his speech gets eaten.
Chomp.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right, well, Deep Blue Sea, let's do it.
All right, let's see if it's up there. Show me Deep Blue Sea. It is number 2.
Very good call.
All right.
Although our points are not great. We're only
Low
at 6.
points, 6 points right now. But you're getting the low-hanging fruit out of the way, so that's good.
Oh, gosh.
What about Dunaway's favorite song?
Oh, Baby Shark. You know what? That seems like something people would put in their tadpole, like putting in there. So I'd say yes. Let's do Baby Shark.
All right. Show me Baby Shark. No, but you'll be happy to know that number 14 was Baby Shark's Big Movie. So it was, it's really a thing.
I would have been happier if it was number 11, but yeah, I'll be happy.
I know. Yeah.
Darn it.
That means Brian, you now can start guessing.
Thank you.
7 answers available on the board.
It's
All big
interesting.
points.
I can only think of 2 shark-based TV shows with one special appearance that switched the TV show series on his head. And I kind of just want... Happy Days. Jump in the shark.
Oh, shit. That's really good.
That's very good.
That's really good. I like that. All right.
All right. Goobers. All right.
Show.
Sorry, I was too. No, don't put that. Oh yeah, put it up there. Yeah, put it up there. Yeah, put it up there.
All right.
All right.
You
Is
seem
that
like
your
it might
guess?
be up there. No, because you didn't seem like you even knew what the hell I was talking about. I'm gonna go with Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
All right.
I was
The
thinking
only reason why I'm thinking of Street Sharks is because me and Scott have been going down this weird 90s, 80s animation thing, and that was one of the ones I've been wanting Scott to watch.
Muscular, tough
Yes.
gang Street Sharks. Yeah,
Sure.
I remember this.
Sure.
All right, show me Street Sharks. Number 10 answer on the board, and that puts you in the lead right away.
Gotta be kidding me, dude. Holy mother.
What is up?
All right. I don't
Not
like
Jaws.
I don't
I
like
feel
where
like
this is
even though
going.
you put it in there to not say Jaws, I just feel like 40 people still said Jaws. But
I know, I do. I have that feeling.
Sharknado. What was that?
Oh, I got a question. Sorry, this may help Brian too much, but I'll ask it anyway. We got Sharknado at number 1. Are sequels off limits at this point? Did you lump them?
I told you that Sharknado includes Sharknado 2, 3, all the Sharknado.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah, so
That's
I'm
good.
thinking Jaws 3D, like some smart ass is going, well, it's not the first one, it's Jaws 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid Tadpole always messing with me.
Yeah.
How about instead we just go, how many meters down was it? Is it 48 meters down? I can't remember. There's like, are you gonna hit me hard if I don't get the number? Is it 42 meters down? There's a meters down that Zoe
I think
watched.
I'll help you and say I
around
believe that
today.
movie's 47 meters. I think.
Okay.
Down or
40,
under?
okay.
47 meters under?
I will go
forget.
with 40 something meters
down or under.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now
Show me 47 meters under. Yeah. No, not in any form. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Yeah.
I know that
I
one.
did not find,
Zoe
nobody
is
said
watching-
anything like that.
Zoe watched the Meg and those. She was obsessed with sharks for a minute. And okay, so just me, huh? All right.
So does the same rule apply to the Meg that the Meg 2 would not be?
The Meg 2, nobody said the Meg 2, but if they did, I would have included it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. That's good to know. All right, Ian, what are you thinking here? I got one, but I don't know how obscure it is.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on your definition of TV, also, because I mean, there is always that whole week that takes place with sharks.
Yeah, Shark Week. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, but what?
That's smart.
It includes HBO because, as we know, it's not TV, it's HBO.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, when Discovery does its thing, do they have a show that's like shark specific? I mean, I know they have one-offs and stuff. But...
Also, at the same time, I'm thinking of the Tadpole here, who may have necessarily not 100% gone by just the TV show rule
That's
and
a
just
fair
straight up
point.
said Shark Week.
Yeah, fair point. Let me tell you the one I was thinking, and then you tell me if I'm crazy. I was thinking of that old DreamWorks movie with, I think Will Smith was in it.
Oh,
Shark Tale, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Kids
That's
really
the
liked that back in the
car
day.
wash one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good choice. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine either way, Scott.
We got a bunch of millennials in here. I think it might land. Let's try it. Shark Tale.
Okay. All right. Show me a Shark Tale.
Ooh,
Number 4. Very
Shark's
good.
tail
Man,
up there. Dadgummit.
I was actually really worried about that. I didn't think it was going to
But
go.
it's really mostly about Will Smith, who is not a shark.
That's true. He was not a shark.
Marlin? No, what was he? He was
One of those yellow and blue fish, right? The bluefin or what? That's probably not even close.
Just a little fish.
What do I know?
He was a little
I don't even
fish,
know how
though,
many
was the
meters
idea,
down
right? Because then
He was a Fresh Prince fish. That's what he was.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's pretty much.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
someone from The Sopranos was in that. I do not remember who. So it was. It was during The Sopranos, so it was.
Was it Paulie?
Oh no! It was
Trade of Mateo or
Christopher.
something? Gotcha.
okay.
I think he was the shark. Michael Imperioli. That's his name. That's it.
Got it.
I love him.
I do too.
All right. Well, let's see. Boy, now we're in the weeds.
I mean, we could go even more obscure TV and go Jabberjaw.
Dadgummit. That was my next one.
Jabberjaw.
Bastard. Hanna-Barbera's
It's an
70s.
old reference, right? I'm a little worried about age, but let's do it.
Yeah.
Jabberjaw. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
All right, show me Scooby-Doo, but replace the dog with a shark. Number 5.
Yes.
Awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
Do you ever see
very good.
there's a movie, do I have the name right? What's
it
it?
takes you up to 15 points for those audio listeners, 15 points for Scott and Ian, 10 points for Brian.
There was one where Blake Lively's like in a bikini the whole movie all by herself, trying to jump from one little island to another, and
I know what that is.
it's like Shallow, I think.
Dadgummit, because
Is that right? Shallow?
Song. Yeah. It's like
Ian, does that
Shallow or something like that.
It's something like that. I for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it.
Shallow?
The shallow.
Thank
The
you.
Shallow.
Yeah,
The
sing
Shallows. It's plural. The Shallows. Right?
Okay.
Isn't that what you'd call that? The Shallows.
Yeah.
And they did a sequel.
Okay.
So it must have been enough of a blip in cultural whatever that people will say it. So we're going to say the Shallows.
All right, show me the shallows.
Scared.
Number
That's a good
13,
guess, though.
actually. So
That was a good guess.
just outside. And I think Blake Lively enjoyed working with the shark more than she enjoyed working with that guy that was in It Ends With Us.
Yeah, you didn't see her sue the shark, did you?
She did not.
Literally out of shark names now. So good luck to everybody. I'm counting on Ian after Brian blows it.
I'm just going to go over here. I'm just going to go over here and pick this one up. You put it on the ground and blow it off and say, "Give me some Shark Week."
Ah, man.
Just put
All right,
Shark Week.
Show me Shark Week.
Dadgummit, come on.
Number 12. Like you guys are inching your way up to the top 10.
Damn.
Oh my God.
That's so insane. I can't believe how close it was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, it's on us now. We have one strike left.
Okay.
There's a movie. There's one other one I can think of, but I don't remember the name of it.
Okay.
But it was two dudes stuck in the water. They had nothing to hold on to. It's a little bit like The Shallows, except there was like not even a little lump of land. Mm-hmm. And if I remember right, they were just treading water the whole time and being stalked by a shark. But I could not tell you the name of this. Like early 2000s, I don't know the name.
So, oh man, I can't think of the one that you're thinking of, and yet the tadpole had a joke that they threw out that I swear, if it's actually true, will make me very, very happy. West Side Story.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, that one could be. And when we ever have our jet movies, we can go. We can use it again. So that's great.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Why not? Why not?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Brian.
Show me when you're a shark all the way from your first cigarette to the...
Boy, the timing of the buzzer never cooperated more than it did right then.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Perfect timing.
Oh, man. All right. Well, so it's 15-10. Brian, you've got one strike left. You get any of these, and you win the game. But of course, if you get the last remaining four, then Ian still gets.
Well, that's
the
not
prizes,
going to happen, Ian. So
but,
I'm.
I know.
Yeah, right. So, so there's a couple of things I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
There was a TV series I think it was just called Shark, but there was no sharks in it.
Well, there's Shark Tank, right? That's a thing. But that's
Shark Tank.
By the way, to clarify,
yeah.
Claire did ask, did anyone say West Side Story? Amazingly, with the tadpole, None of them said West Side Story, which kind of bums me out. I really wish somebody would have said that because it's such a great answer.
We're disappointed in all of you. Really sad.
Yeah.
Sad move for everybody.
Baywatch had a couple of sharks in it, but I still want to do that Happy Days thing. I just feel like there's enough smartasses in the tadpool that they would say Happy Days.
Okay.
I mean, I would do it if I were you. That would be my next guess. Yeah.
Because Fonz is going to jump that shark, and it changed the whole show's dynamic.
Yeah, and everyone still says it, and half the people that say it now don't even know what it's referring to. They still know what it means.
Exactly.
So, all right, let's do it.
Happy
All right.
days are here again.
Show me the Fonz water skiing. Number 11.
Ah, darn. Oh, number 11. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he gets points. He just gets a second shot at
He just gets a second guess. So, yeah.
it.
So yes, the tadpool is full of smartasses.
Well, confirmed. Confirmed.
If
Like
there
we
was
didn't
ever
already
any
know
question
that.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
No doubt. All right.
There's a bunch of third-tier movies that I will never be able to guess the names of, so I'm trying to think of TV shows. I got Shark Tank, which is not about sharks either. Got
No, it
Sharks,
is
that's
not.
not about sharks. Baywatch, I don't know. Give me Baywatch, since it's near the it's almost entirely in the ocean anyway.
Yeah. That's about all I would come up with. This will work.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do
All
it.
right. Show me the Yasmin Bleeth show. No. So congratulations, Ian. You're getting the prizes. What happened? Did it? Oh, there we go. Nope. Still okay. Now it's still showing me those are revealable. All right. You guys really danced around to this. You know what? I'm not going to reveal these in the right order. Scott, the movie about the two people. It's a guy and a woman floating around. Don't have anything to hold on to with sharks swimming around them. That is called Open Water.
Oh my gosh! Why did I think it was two dudes though?
All of these
I think
movies
the
are so
sequel
poorly
might have
named.
been. Nobody said Open Water 2, but I think the sequel might have been two dudes. I never saw it, so I don't know.
I haven't either, but I knew about it. I know it freaked me out. It's probably why I didn't see it, but kind of want to see it.
It is freaky. That is a movie that, there's a couple movies that one disturbed me, and it made me not want to watch that one where the two people are stuck on the high radio tower. Just came out last year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fall?
yeah.
Is it called Fall?
That might be it.
It's a one word.
There's one called Frozen 2, which is nothing about Frozen, the Disney Frozen.
It's the one with Elsa.
That's the one where they're stuck on a ski lift. It's very similar.
Okay.
I did see that one.
I don't like any of those. They when you're stranded like that and you do it for an hour and a half, F that shit, dude.
Dr. Calhoun says, I think it is Fall and it wasn't great. Okay.
Oh,
Good
I
to
remember,
know.
maybe I think in Frozen. I don't remember which one I saw.
Anyway, all right, so let's see. So there's that one. I'm going to show you number 7 because I saw this and I was really getting ready to lump it into other things, but I looked it up and it really is another movie about sharks. It's called Deep Blue. Now, I don't know if those 9 people meant to say Deep Blue Sea, but there is a movie called Deep Blue with some stars in it. Like it's not just this
Deep Blue.
Yeah, it came out in 2003 and stars
Oh, Pierce Brosnan's in this.
Pierce Brosnan, Michael Gambon, David
I do remember that
Attenborough.
one.
This reviewed.
Oh, it's a
reviewed
it's
well.
a
it's a documentary.
looks like
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
it does feature sharks. Like you see stingrays, penguins, and sharks in it. So
Is it filmed like The Office? With sharks behind you?
I doubt
I
it.
love that.
That's great.
all right, so let's get to some real smart assery here.
no.
You
Here we
you
go.
danced around it, Brian. You almost said it. Shark Tank, number 6.
Of course.
Yeah, that's some tadpole bullshit there. That's what that is.
And yes, the tadpole to name a shark-based movie or TV show that isn't Jaws, they will say
3D.
Jaws 2.
Oh, what?
Of course.
I should have trusted my instincts on the tadpole.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's get down the rest of these list here. Sky Sharks, Finding Nemo, Austin Powers, Batman.
Oh, Austin Powers sharks with lasers.
Austin Powers.
That shark repellent.
The bat shark repellent, yes. Card Sharks, the old game show. The Deep. Baywatch was on the list, by the way, tied for 22nd place. Blue Crush, CPO Sharky, there's a blast from the past.
Wow.
Jurassic Shark, Kenny the Shark,
Is that real? Does Jurassic Shark exist?
Yeah,
Jurassic Shark has got to be one of those
weird.
trauma or.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Oh yeah, it's real.
Okay.
We, of course, had a couple of these: Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, and Sharktopus. Had to get that one. Moonraker. Nope, that one is Jaws. That one does feature Jaws.
Literally,
Sorry.
Oh, that's a great meta pick, though. I love that.
Shark, I think the one that Brian was talking about. One person said that, as well as Shark Exorcist, which I think we need to see. Sharky and George, the Crime Busters of the Sea, Tintin, Red Rackham's Treasure, Soul Surfer, and finally, Saturday Night Live, Candy Graham.
Oh, Candy Graham. I didn't think that would be great.
Man.
Candy Graham.
Wow.
Well, the good news is this. You've won, regardless. Even though this was a bit of a struggle, you got it.
Congratulations.
And that means Dunaway has to walk away sad, like, Charlie Brown music, all that.
Hang my head.
That's right.
It's totally fine because the good news is you're going to win this stuff. Brian, tell him again what he's won.
Yeah, you've won a physical board game copy of Neon Rain, which is really, really cool, as well as big thanks, by the way, to Chip Theory Games. Go check them out. Chip Theory Games, they make a lot of great games. And Doors Paradox on Steam, courtesy of our friend H.
Oh, very nice. I love our friend H. He's great.
Yes.
I go to H Mart all the time. I hope that's helping him out and, doing what he needs to do. Just kidding.
So Ian, DM me your mailing address and I'll get that over to the Chip Theory Games folks. Sky Sharks was number 16, Monica, she was asking.
Nice. Well, there you have it then. Well done. Ian, how do you feel about your big win?
I feel absolutely fantastic, like I've been bitten, like I'm dying in the water with blood spurting everywhere, but I survived, so it's good.
Oh, that's good. Well, then warn us next time for the sequel. We'll see you next time. All right. Brian Dunaway, super fun hanging out with you, of course. We did the Lost Vikings yesterday on Play Retro. Go check that out. What we did with G.I. Joe may be Patreon only, but the rest of it, that was out there in the public, and you can go listen to it
we
now.
did it right out there in public. We showed the whole thing. Man, I really learned a lot about Lost Vikings this past week, and I'm going to go back a little more tonight and post a regular video on our Play Retro Show YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@PlayRetroShow. Go check it out and subscribe. Yeah. It'll help us get that thing in shape over there by you subscribing. Brian Dunaway, kiss our butts. So you have to do it faster because the lag is less on this thing.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more of a chance to get in there with it.
Very, very minor. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, our old pal Tom Merritt will join us, do a little tech news. That'll be fun. Who knows what will happen after that? Actually, I can tell you, we have recommendals after that. So lots of fun stuff on tap, just like a nice beer or whatever. Brian, what do we got in the meantime, song-wise?
This is cool. This is an album or an EP that I listened to fully, and I'm really, really digging it. Very cool, kind of electronic-y, Mazzy Star kind of, there's like a little Throwing Muses influences and stuff. Really, really cool. The band is called Chanpan, Chanpan. They are a Chinatown-based alt pop group. They've got a brand new EP called Endlessly. Just trying to see who else has been involved with this. Brittany Howard. Let's see. Oh, Alec Ness, Frankie Skoka, Air Atlantica. Anyway, it's really, really good. This is the song, and if you're, and it really is described this way. I'm going to actually give the real description here if I can find it. The song is called Luigi's Mansione.
Sweet.
It gives glimpses of a gamer's dream, influenced by the Nintendo GameCube title of a similar name and a young observer's glitchy real-life perspective of a potential turning point of late-stage capitalism.
Wow.
It's groovy. It's the band is called Chanpan from their album or EP Endlessly. Here is Luigi's Mansione.
This motel more like a hell no-tell, you know what I'm saying? Scary Busey up in here.
Now, what would she have seen if she looked out her window at 6 p.m.,
And we're back. Hello, everybody. We're back.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Brian, tell me about Luigi's Mansion again. That was awesome.
Sure. That's Chanpan from their brand new EP called Endlessly with a song called Luigi's Mansione.
Love it. Love it.
And I think, as a couple people have pointed out in chat, I think it is a reference to Luigi Mangione.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Oh, is it? Oh. So
yeah,
they're playing.
Especially with the capitalism. Capitalism and GameCube is what came together to bring us that song.
They're taking the piss, as the kids say.
They are, yes.
Look who we got here, everybody. This guy.
Isn't technology wonderful?
Tom Merritt joins us, as he does each and every Wednesday, to discuss the tech news of the day. Tom Merritt, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. My monitor decided to turn off as soon as I connected with
That's
you.
fun. That's always a fun turn of events. You know?
Yeah.
No one sees it coming.
Yeah, yeah.
No one expects it. It's like the Spanish Inquisition.
The best part is that it turned off and didn't like move everything over to my laptop screen.
Yeah.
So I can't see anything.
Oh, well, that's not good at all. Are all your notes for today in a place that you needed to see them? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I've had this experience. It's fun. You have to sort of improv your, we're also very easy. So you could just, dink around with it all you want. It's not a problem. We're super simple here, Brian and I. We're simple creatures.
We are simple creatures of habit.
You're Allman Brothers.
That's right. We're Allman Brothers. One of us married Cher. Don't remember which one.
Dwayne.
Was it Dwayne that married him? Okay.
I think so. I could be wrong.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And now my cursor doesn't want to show up. Oh, good.
Oh,
there
no.
we go. No, it's all coming back.
Yeah.
It's all coming back. So I haven't got my monitor on.
Tech man, heal thyself.
Yeah.
Do you need me to join something to see me?
You do not need to if you don't want to, but you can in Discord if you'd like. But if it's going to mess you up, you do not have to do any
Okay,
of
so
that.
we're not using the StreamYard thingy.
Oh, not today. Today I just figured, since I usually have you on Discord video, I just call you on good old fashioned Discord, and so it's up to you. It's entirely in your hands.
No, I can turn on the camera. I just won't be looking at you.
Yeah, that'll be fine too. However you want to do it, we will do it, and then everybody at home will go, "Wow, look at that," and then they'll tell their friends.
All I did was lower the monitor.
Yeah.
So that it wasn't blocking the camera.
I have a short in mine. I don't know what yours is like, but I've got the display port cable port. Mm-hmm. If I breathe on that thing wrong,
any movement, and it's like, yeah,
I don't have to do. But it's almost my heartbeat is enough to make this thing. So right now I've got it in the perfect place, and I have a little bit of electrical tape holding it against the good side.
Right,
if that moves at all, we're effed.
There we go.
And it's the port. It's not like you could just say, let's use a different cord. It's the port is the problem.
Yeah, that's your problem. Well, there's Tom Merritt. It's like this is all just like normal.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
I just have to look over there if I want to tell you about the Fairphone.
I do want to hear about whatever the Fairphone is. Thank goodness, man. This is all coming together like a real plan. Hey, it's Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect.
What the Dell?
Yeah, what the Dell? That's all right. Mine better than the Scepter, which is what I'm using. Anyway, Tom Merritt, back to the thing. You do tech news consolidation on a little show called the Daily Tech News Show.
I do.
And it's great. I get to be on Wednesdays, which is also fun. And you usually come and cue us in on a few things we can expect today. So what's going on?
Yeah, so the 6th version of the Fairphone has been announced. You can order it now. I think it's shipping sometime in August, although I'm a little confused by that part of it. But it is 599 euros, 499 pounds, I think, if you're in the UK, and $899 in the US. If you're in Europe, you can get it with Android 15. If you're in the US, you can only get it through a French company called Murina. And they put a de-Googled version of Android on it called EOS. It's otherwise unavailable directly in the US unless you want to buy it yourself and import it from Europe. But the idea with the Fairphone originally, and still is that all the parts are ethically sourced from up and up companies that have good labor policies and pay fair wages and all of that sort of thing. And I think what a lot of people will be interested in as well is that it is repairable. So they don't use any glue. Everything is screws. And so the up to 12 different parts of the phone, your battery starts to go, you unscrew it, put in a new battery. Your screen gets cracked, unscrew it, put in a new screen. That also goes for the USB port and the camera module and a bunch of 12 different parts of it. It does not apply to storage because the storage is on the motherboard. So you can't upgrade the motherboard. You can't upgrade the storage because it's on the motherboard. You can't upgrade the CPU, but you can pretty much upgrade everything else in it.
So hence the Fair name, I guess. That's the whole idea is they want, fair.
Yeah, the Fair name came from we're going to only only, buy parts from people who are treated fairly.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
And the higher price here in the States, I assume something to do with the tariffs, or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's just that they can't get anyone to carry it. I don't know why. And so they have to use this French company who's like, well, we'll provide it, but we don't want to be selling an Android version with all the Google stuff on it. And so they slap their own thing on there and then add a little price to it.
Their OS is remarkably iOS looking. Like it's clearly it's Android.
EOS one?
Yeah. If you look at it just in this image here, you could fool me and say, hey, check out the new iPhone, because it's even got the camera layout very similar on the back to an iPhone, which
the Fairphone looks nice. It's about 9% lighter than the last one, so it's probably a little bit heavier than some of the phones out there, but it's not bad. And the battery life was the big complaint people had last time. Of course, you could always be like, well, you can add a different battery, but they increased that now to a 4,415 milliamp hour battery that they say should last you 53 hours on a charge.
Wow, that's a long time. That's a real long time. Holy crap.
Days.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, even this close-up shot of this one in a case, it's just, you could say to Scott, hey, check out my iPhone 16, and I believe you.
The font that they have for the clock and everything, the line on the very bottom that looks like it's a swipe-up deal.
Yeah. Even where the button placement is a little reminiscent.
Like
I mean, some of that's just because you guys don't use Android, and Android looks like that.
I mean, I guess so. I don't know.
They've been doing it for a lot longer than Apple.
I mean, I look at the Pixel phones, and they're at least somewhat distinct, certainly on the back.
Anyway. I think the default screens on Pixels and Galaxy phones are meant to look different, so they don't get accused of ripping it off. But you can make the Android look like that.
That's true. Yeah. These guys have earbuds and headphones and other cool stuff.
Yeah. Fairphone, the company Fairphone has other things as well. And the other thing about the current Fairphone, the new one, the 6th version, is they have removable backplates. So instead of having to have a case, you can just buy a different backplate that has a card, credit card holder or a loop so that you can hold it better, more comfortably, that kind of stuff, which is kind of a nifty difference. I'm not sure how many people are going to use that, but it differentiates it from other phones.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm very curious about this, just kind of overall. I hadn't heard it was even a thing, so that's why we have Tom on. He tells us this stuff. We don't know.
Yeah, they were talking about it on Android Faithful Tuesday night, and I think Flo was the one who was like, I don't know why this is not more popular in the United States. She was just in Amsterdam, I think she said, and people, which is where this company's from, so maybe that's why it's more popular. But she's like, yeah, people were very familiar with it. Lots of people have them.
Yeah, I kind of like what I'm looking at here. Seems cool. Well, we'll talk about that today on the Daily Tech News Show, among other things. Fair. Yeah, we're going to get into this weird one-off Microsoft Meta Xbox VR headset for limited time only thing.
Yeah, the one you can make yourself.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. It's really a weird thing, but I also think it fits the strategy we're seeing lately, and we're going to dig into that some. So that'll be fun. Many other things on tap today. So check out the Daily Tech News Show live. That happens today at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and we hope to see many of you there. Tom, anything else going on you'd like to mention?
Yeah, I'd like to fix this monitor. It's really annoying me.
Yeah, that will annoy you. I'll bet you have to reboot everything or something.
Usually when it goes blank, it's because the cable got loose. And then everything goes over to the Mac, right? To the Mac screen. Well, this time that didn't happen, but it's blank. So that worries me. It's like, well, did you just die suddenly? So most of my brain is worried about that. But the rest of it is very excited that I'll be doing Brian Brushwood's workshop this weekend. So I know a few of you are going there. I can't wait to see you. If you're not going there, keep an eye out. Brian will probably put some of it online. And I think his intention is to record it all and make it available later as a course that people can buy as well. So cool. I'm excited about being there and doing that.
That's awesome. I'll be in Vegas, but that'll be closer to you than usual. We're kind of in the same hemisphere. Well, we're still in the same hemisphere, but
you'll be in the same we're all in the Southwest.
Yeah. Good way of putting it. It is Tom Merritt, everybody. He is Ace Detect on all the socials. Do follow him. Tom, we'll see you next time. Bye now.
All right.
Well, I cut him off before he finished saying his thank yous.
Right. We knew what he was going to say.
Yeah, we knew what that was about.
Same-o from Tom.
The huge.
The huge.
All right, time for recommendals. We're going to get right into it. Let's start with some music. Where is it? Here it is.
Well, what do you recommend?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to talk about stuff we've seen on streaming services, and one guy we do that with is Mr. Randy Jordan. Hello, Randy. How are you?
Good morning stream. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. You actually asked.
Yeah, I like to ask.
That.
I like to ask.
Wow.
It's this old tradition we have of thanks for asking, but sometimes I don't actually ask.
No. Usually it started because you didn't ask, and now when you do, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Well, good. I'll continue to ask. I think that's a nice thing. Nicole has not joined us yet. She has the link. She will shortly. I will watch for that. Until she does, though, I wanted to say this. We're going to do something a little different today.
Oh,
this is kind of exciting. Super stupid, actually. So normally the order goes Brian and then you two and then me. That's just the standard. And I thought, let's shake it up a bit today. So I have in my hand here this D20. You both have initiative rolls that you're going to have to do, myself included. But you have some bonuses to initiative. I'm going to mention these first. Brian has +6 to his initiative roll. And that is mostly due to tradition and experience because he's been first for a long time. Randy, you got a +2. Not bad.
Is that one of those stainless steel?
It looks like a big, heavy metal die.
Yeah, you can put it in the freezer.
Oh, you could if you want. You could freeze this up if you wanted to. Hi, Nicole. You've joined us. How are you?
Exhausted.
Oh, that's not good. Why are you so tired? You all right?
Because I took my kids to camp today, and it was and Mateo forgot his swimsuit, so I went to Target. And in true ADHD style, I got distracted and I couldn't find the swimsuit.
So typical mom stuff, really, is what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So, and I also realized that I had no jack to. How do I sound?
You sound okay. You're fine.
Okay. Because I bought a cheap pair of headphones and a jack to my phone.
Oh, wow. Hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, you sound fine.
You sound fine. We'll make it work.
Now, if Nicole's exhausted, I think that means she's rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, good point. She's rolling with disadvantage. All right, so Nicole you missed this part. We're going to roll for who starts today, okay? I have a D20. We have initiative rolls +6 for Brian, +2 for Randy, +3 for Nicole, and +1 for Scott. All right, you know what? We'll let Nicole, because she's in the car and it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Give her the most advantage.
We're going to give her. We're going to roll with advantage, which means she gets 2 rolls plus her plus. All right.
Because add in, I have to get this swimsuit to my son before noon.
All right, here goes. Here goes. I'm rolling advantage. First roll was an 18. Second roll for Nicole. Oh my gosh, you got a nat 20, 23 for Nicole. She is starting today.
There you go. Yes.
Let's roll for Brian. You got a 13 + 6. What is that?
19.
19. Not bad. So far you're in second. Randy, you are at an 8 + 2. You're at so it's 10. So you're behind him, and then I am last. 7 + 1. I'm at an 8. So there you go.
Leaning away from the mic to let you know he's really actually rolling a die.
Yeah, I mean, I got a big old fatty here. This thing's awesome. I love this die. All right, that means Nicole is first.
I was willing to bet $5 that thing was going to roll on the floor, and we were going to spend 8 minutes trying to find it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me well enough to know that it's probably going to happen. All right, Nicole, let's start with you. What are you recommending this week? What's going on? Hello? And she disappeared.
She's prone. She has silenced.
She probably got a phone call. That's my guess.
Yeah, that'll disconnect you on your phone.
It'll kill you. Let's bring her back. Hi, Nicole. You're back. Hello. You're back.
Oh my God. I didn't do a damn thing, and it just started playing my Amazon Music.
Oh, well, that'll happen too if your car. Well, whatever. Amazon sucks. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm on Safari. I'm in Safari, and it warns me it's beta. So basically, take your chances.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll be all right. All right, you're first. Yeah. You're first, though. So tell us what you got.
What are my rolls? I got an 18 and something else.
You got a nat 20, so you won. Yeah. You're good. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're first.
All right. So I've been watching a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been able to finish any of them.
Okay.
Because life right now is bananas.
You're busy. You got stuff going on.
Yeah. But I did start watching a series solely based on a Facebook ad. And I can't get enough of it. It's from Australia. It's on Netflix. Every episode is not going to be for everyone. In fact, I skipped one. We can talk about it. You found a clip, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
It's a talky talky type of thing, but it's very interesting.
All right, here we go. We'll play it.
How do you sleep at night?
On a bed, uncomfortably, for about 4 hours at a time.
I would average less than 2 hours a night.
For about the first 6 months, I hardly slept.
Even in one night, I would try to go back to sleep half a dozen times. The nightmare would just pick up exactly where I left it off.
Tried sleeping tablets, they didn't work. I have a cigarette, doesn't work.
The cigarettes were the go-to, 50 a day at that stage.
I would sit in bed and just stare at the ceiling and just scream because I feel trapped. I do a lot of thinking when I'm supposed to shut down.
This may have been the episode you skipped because of the subject matter.
No. Was this the I killed someone?
Yes.
Okay, that was the ad. That was the ad on Facebook that made me want to watch this series. And so the name of the show, let's see if I can remember it. You're not supposed to ask that?
It's called
Shorter.
You can't ask that.
You can't ask that.
Yeah.
You can't ask that. This isn't.
You can't do this on television.
Everybody gets slimed when they say, I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically, in that particular episode, it's fascinating me because I just wanted to know everyone's story. Because the very last one of the questions, it was, who did you kill? And they all tell their story. And so there's usually about, I would say, 6 to 8 people. Sometimes they group them up, I think. Sometimes they're individual. I particularly loved the nudist episode.
Everyone loves nudity. Big fan.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't love nudity?
I loved how free they were with their nudity and talking about it and answering. So people submit questions. And this is the 5th season. So I have 4 seasons to go back to. The other one, what happened?
Nothing. You're good.
Sorry. Scott put up there.
I like how you spelled your name. It's just spelled Nicole, and I like that. Anyway,
it's so true.
Yeah, you're so cool. You're very cool. So you're good.
I had a friend that called me that, and I didn't even realize I typed it.
I like it. I think that's awesome. Sorry, continue
the very first episode is about firefighters, and I put it. There was a scene. They're very Australian, so some are very proper Australian, but there's one. He's just, a Foster's beer, and he's just and so they're talking about this really bad fire that happened in their town, and he says, and I've never heard this expression before, I felt like I got kissed on the dick by a fairy.
What an odd thing for anyone to say in any context. Very weird.
It just means good luck. Because his house did not burn down, the wind changed, and he survived. And that was him saying, "I got really lucky." So,
that's hilarious. It's an Australian phrase. Everybody says it.
Never heard it, and I loved it so much. So you have the firefighters, you have the nudists, you have the people that killed people. I know that there's a little people episode. There is what are the episodes?
I didn't look at all of them, but
I don't have them in front of me.
Yeah, I don't have them either. I'll look for it real quick.
The one I skipped was the Olympic athletes.
Right,
the Olympic athletes. I was like, I don't really care.
So there are 2 seasons? Oh, no, there's multiple seasons.
There's 5. There's 5. There's 5.
Short-statured, wheelchair users, transgender, Muslims, polyamorous, ex-prisoners, fat, indigenous, sex workers, terminally ill. That's just the first season.
That's the first season. Tell me the 5th season. It was the firefighters.
Sure.
Yeah. That's
firefighters,
the one I started
nudists, and firefighters, like you said, is the one I've seen. Nudists killed someone. These all sound like one long thing. Firefighting nudists killed someone.
Yeah.
Autism spectrum, HIV positive people, Olympic and Paralympic gold medalists, public housing, and kids.
Kids. Oh, interesting. Just asking kids questions. Yeah.
The autism one I really enjoyed listening to, because it was the questions that were asked, they're like, we're just freaking people, you know? Like, what? So I highly recommend it. If you're sensitive or triggered by certain topics, of course, look at the episode before you watch it.
Skip that episode, for sure.
I will say, I'll give you a little spoiler on the I killed someone. They're all accidents. It's not like they're
oh, gotcha. Like
they're not
a hitman. They don't interview a hitman or anything.
They're not interviewing serial killers or anything like that. They're interviewing people that accidentally killed someone, and it's heartbreaking at times, but it's almost therapeutic. You can see it's almost therapeutic for them to talk about it.
I want to know more about this guy named Neil Lilcrap. That's a great name, Lilcrap.
Which episode is he in?
Let's see. One episode he is in is called Wheelchair Users. Wheelchair Users. Yeah. Anyway, great name. Go change it, though. I would probably go to the
Tina
courthouse.
really liked this show. Like she, when you said you were doing this one, I was in the room when she watched the Firefighters one. I really enjoyed it, and I meant to go back and watch some of these because it does seem really fascinating.
Well, and it's very episodic, so it's not. That's why I recommended it, because it's the kind of thing that I'm just I can watch an episode,
you can sprinkle it in here and there. Yeah.
Get interrupted by the kids. I'm okay. You know,
and it sounds like something that got vetted by the Pacific Ocean, which I've said repeatedly. Like, when a show is a hit in Australia and it makes it over here, it's a good show.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. That happens a lot. It happened with that Love on the Spectrum show. It happens with this. Probably. I mean, there aren't U.S. versions of this yet, but I could see that happening very easy.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So
available on
that's
Netflix.
What I was watching.
All 5 seasons, 2016 to 2022.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch this. I think this sounds great.
Yeah. Pick out a few. Just, like I said, I wasn't really interested in the athletes, even though I was an athlete when I was younger. But I was like, I don't know.
It's reviewed.
Maybe I'll wait.
It's reviewed really well. 8.7 out of 10 on IMDb is really strong. That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
So there you
well,
go.
be safe.
That's my recommendation.
Be safe. Use your headphones. Find your kids. Send them to camp. Whatever it is you got to do today. All right. You get all that stuff done. We'll see you next time.
Take care, Nicole.
Take care indeed. All right. How did we roll? Brian rolled next.
I was second. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. My clip is from a series that all episodes are now available, so you can jump right in and watch all of them. And it features one of the characters going to the bank.
All right. Here we go.
Next. Hey, so I have to pay this company, Peter's Heaters, to fix my parents' boiler because they're traveling and the hot water is just out, and I'm like the guy. So, but they only take check, and I don't so much have check. So
I don't have check.
To the bank and. You please say something.
Social security number? You don't know your social?
No, I do. It's just that my mom, she knows the shit out of it. Yeah.
Fill this out. Bring it back.
Yep. Okay.
Hey. So they were all out of chocolate chips, so I got you carob.
Oh.
Yeah, I debated not telling you. How'd it go?
Oh, always thought the world was going to be waiting for me, and instead, everyone's annoyed that I'm here.
No, that's hard. So, update.
Gosh, that's really funny, dude. What is this?
And this is called Adults, and this is I was worried about this one because it looked like FX basically just trying to do another Friends. Nope, you're looking at The Adults. This is different.
Oh, shit. Sorry. My bad. I don't know why this is so hard to find. It was hard to search for, too. There it is.
It's that top one right there. There you go. This follows a group of 5 Gen Zers, and it doesn't hit every single joke that it tries to make, but it hits a lot of them. It hits enough of them to make every episode hilarious. It's about 5 friends who lowercase friends who all live in the same house and are trying to navigate the world of not quite, ready to be adults, but you're kind of forced into that world. This is one of those things that's just got a fantastic cast, like a very great ensemble cast. There's not a weak member of the main five, and you get Daredevil Charlie Cox as Mr. Teacher for a good run of episodes.
His name is Mr. Teacher.
Mr. Teacher.
Right.
Well, Andrew, but they start calling him Mr. Teacher.
Gotcha.
And I have said before, I will watch anything with Darcy Carden in it. Even if Darcy Carden is only in it for 5 seconds, I will watch anything.
Yes. The Good Place, what was her character? Janet.
Oh, she's great. I love her.
She is great, and she's good in this too. You've also got, who's the guy? There's the... it's the guy that actually appears as her husband. Is it Ray Nicholson?
Let's see here.
I think it's Ray Nicholson.
Ray.
He'd be lower on the list, one episode kind of deal. There he is on the left side. There is Ethan.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I like him too.
Yeah.
He's in Smile too.
Yes, he is. And
and Novocaine, which you just saw. He's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of recent stuff. The it's a good 30-minute watch. Sprinkle it in here and there, but you're really going to find my favorite character is this woman named Billy, who is the blonde in there.
Lucy Freyer.
Lucy Freyer. Did no idea until afterwards that she's Australian. She's another one of these Australians that just does an incredible English accent, and it just amplifies her cuteness level by 1,000.
Yeah,
knowing that she's Australian.
They're so weird over there. I don't know how they do it. How do these Australians do it? They come over here and they just fool us all. All of them.
What's in the water?
I don't get it. They all say it's because they grew up watching American TV, but still.
Oh, so Claire's been talking about Jack Innanen, that he's a Canadian comedian and actor. He's part of the ensemble cast. He plays Paul Baker, and everybody calls him Paul Baker. And he is really funny in this too. I mean, like I said, everybody is. Is he? Who's somebody who's correcting with a they, and I don't know who.
All right.
Well,
anyway,
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's called Adults. It's on Hulu with some commercials because it's an FX thing, but it is absolutely worth checking out. It's a lot of fun. And,
I think Samantha's just saying that they, as in there was an episode of After Midnight that had like
a few of them,
3 of these people on
it.
Oh, gotcha. We thought we were in pronoun territory.
It is such a crime that they canceled After Midnight.
I know. Totally.
Also, FX is awesome. I'll watch anything on FX.
Yeah, this is. Don't think of it as somebody trying to redo Friends, because this is a much darker, more raunchy, racy Friends, and they have a gay black person among the friends. So already
1,000 times more accurate to a diverse culture.
Exactly, and they have jobs where they can't afford to go hang out in a coffee shop for 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's called Adults. I think folks will really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's a very funny sitcom.
Yeah, Kim and I want to watch this.
No laugh track.
Oh, good. I don't like those.
Yeah, FX usually doesn't. I can't think of an FX show with a laugh track.
Aren't too many comedies with them at all anymore as it is. So.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, executive produced by Nick Kroll, among others. So Nick Kroll, who's obviously Big Mouth and just does a lot of hilarious stuff. So
yeah, created by Ben Cronenberg, Rebecca Shaw. Why is that Cronenberg? Cronengold. Sorry, why do I know that name?
I don't know. Ben Cronengold. He does not have a link.
Doesn't have much of anything in here. Oh, he's a writer. He worked on Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon for a long time.
Okay.
I don't. Why is that name familiar? I'm thinking of Cronenberg, I think.
Maybe you're thinking of Cronenberg, yeah.
It's throwing me. All right. Well, as the dice have rolled, now that we move from adults on FX and Hulu.
Fate has determined.
We're moving from the adults to the children.
That's right. Randy, you're the first children. You're the child first to go because you rolled best next. So what do you got here for us this week?
I have, this is now the 4th consecutive year that I have come on here and told you guys that I need you to watch this show. Very short clip because everyone knows what it is and you need to watch it.
Incredible foundation of people that keep putting us into positions where we can get lucky, but we're getting lucky.
The one thing we did do that I think we planned for and hoped for was that sort of symbiotic relationship with the community the feeling in Wrexham and the club, the high tide raising all boats.
There just feels like over the last 4 years, it's been this roller coaster of magic.
This is a bit of a follow-up rec for you, right? Because I think,
I think this is the 4th consecutive year.
I think it is
that I have recommended this show. If you haven't watched it yet, you have to. I'm now requiring it.
Okay.
For you to continue to live.
This is not a non-negotiable requirement from Randy Jordan.
That's correct.
All right.
No half measures.
Welcome to Wrexham starts out as a Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney documentary, but it very quickly, like years ago, it got away from them. Like I gave you this clip because this season starts with them talking.
Yeah.
But my gosh, it is so about the town of Wrexham, the people who are still coming there and putting down roots, and it's about what they're experiencing in this absolutely unique and meteoric rise for a community. The show itself it's become a show partially about itself because they've been making this documentary there for 4 years now. And it is so emotional, so moving, so beautiful. It's one of those things where it's like in its 4th season, I'm feeling like I felt in the 4th season of Schitt's Creek, where I'm just like, this is aware of what it does well, and it's now only doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Are they got more in them, or I thought I heard somewhere that this 4th thing was it? No, there's more.
No,
okay.
They're definitely making another season. They have already. They've already even predicted how many episodes it's going to be.
So it's probably time to get into this one for me. I haven't seen it at all.
Same here. It's been circling the drain for me. No, I guess that's not the right term because that would mean it's leaving. But,
it's been airing up the balloon for you.
It's been airing up the balloon, and it's time for me to just launch it already.
Yeah.
So, Tina and I just finished Poker Face Season 2, or at least we're caught up with Poker Face Season 2. So we need a good short form palate cleanser comedy feel good kind of thing. So I think it's time for this.
I'll tell you what I said previously because it's as true as ever. I just sat and watched this 4th season with my in-laws at their house, and they could not care less about soccer. They almost actively hate the fact there's a sport from the country they're from that is so important to their countrymen. But they sit and watch this and love it, and it's because it's about a community. It's about people.
And the thing that'll sell Tina on this is Ryan Reynolds. She'll sit through a Marvel Snap documentary if Ryan Reynolds happens to be the guy playing Marvel Snap. So
I see. This is a bit how Pedro Pascal works in my house. They don't care. They went and saw that terrible thing he's in right now that did not review well. It's some kind of rom-com book thing. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Oh, really?
Out.
I haven't heard about this.
It's because he's in everything, and the girls were all excited. They've all read this book, and they were all stoked about it, and then they all hated it. But they still were like, well, I'd still go because Pedro's in it.
Yeah.
So, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Some actors they get the red carpet from our wives.
They totally do, and that's totally fine. There's Florence Pugh, right? There's
I'll watch her in anything. She's fantastic.
I think a lot of people are discovering that Rob McElhenney is like a person. Like they only know him from It's Always Sunny or from Mythic Quest. And he is he's very much like Ryan Reynolds. He's like a whole person with a life outside of the character that he plays. And
he's not just a 2-dimensional person, are you telling me?
Weird.
Yeah, and he's a full 50% of the celebrity side of this show. But as much as it changes a town to have a couple of celebrities from overseas come in with a lot of money, again, like the show proves to you that the town had it all along. Like the treasure is really the friends we make along the way, and it's like that. Seriously, it's just one of the best things that has ever been put on television. You must watch it.
Wow.
Cool. He had scenes in Deadpool and Wolverine that got cut. I didn't know that. McElhenney did.
Yes, that is talked about in the 3rd season.
Oh, they get into it. All right. I got a lot to catch up on. I didn't know about that.
You do.
That's cool. And are those scenes somewhere on YouTube? Those the Wolverine cuts? I'll bet they are.
I
somewhere.
don't know, but they talk about it before it happens in the 3rd season, and they mention it a little bit in the 4th season, this new season. But just like I say, it's not just a show about one men's soccer team. There's so much more that they follow. Like there's a women's soccer team in this city, and they have an entire arc that they don't really start talking about them till the second season. But once they do, they realize, well, now we're going to follow this whole other thing too. And the women's soccer team has this interesting story and people that you're going to like to hear from and follow.
Yeah. Well, that sounds awesome. I need to stop. I need to get off the pot or poop. You know what I mean? I need to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do.
And excellent.
And by the way, there's some educational things, like the first few seasons, they go to great lengths to help you understand what these Welsh people are saying. What, like some of the Welsh, not just the dialect, but some of the actual Welsh language, so that you can get so you can follow along without it just being gibberish to you.
Sure.
And that's really fun. You really feel like you're in on something later as you go.
Well, a good recommendation. Check it out. 4 seasons out now. 5th on its way. What's the full name of the thing? Something of Reckham. What is it? Reckham.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Nothing like something about Wrexham.
Wrexham. I hardly know him.
Beckham like Bendham. All right. Let's get into my pick this week. This is going to surprise nobody that I love it, and I'd be shocked if you told me otherwise. Here's my clip, and I'll talk about it.
I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah?
Since when was your lucky allowed to make 7-figure calls on how we clean our money?
Serafina's a fine businesswoman.
One who listens to Brendan.
Well, she makes good choices.
You mean like you did? At Stringfellows?
Oh.
A chain is as strong as its weakest link. It doesn't need 2 of them. If I had to choose who to lose in a war, it'd be those 2 liabilities.
You know, babe, sometimes I think the devil's bile runs in your veins.
Yeah, she's psycho. All right, here is the thing. It is
James
called
Bond.
It is James Bond. One of our James Bonds is in this. Mobland is the movie or the show. This is a 10-episode series up on Paramount Plus. I watched it through Prime, so I keep confusing
Amazon
it.
Prime.
Yeah, because I have them subbed through there, so it's confusing. But it is Paramount Plus. First season just ended, and it is Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, Paddy Constantine's freaking fantastic in this. I love him in it. You heard there Helen Mirren, who is married to Pierce Brosnan's character. He is called Conrad Harrington. She is Maeve Harrington. They are the head of a crime family, an Irish crime family that has been around forever. And this is the story of the Harringtons as they go up against other families and other conflicts. There is a huge ensemble cast of people here. No shortage of actors to rave about. They're all very good. Some of them you're going to recognize, some of them you won't. Toby, he's in Marvel stuff. He plays.
Toby Jones?
Toby Jones is in this. Briefly, only a couple episodes,
him.
but he's fantastic. Yeah, he's really good. And he's
Arnim Zola.
And he's playing his normal British self in this one. Quite the turn for him. Anyway, there's this rival family called the Stevensons, and everybody's trying to control who's doing fentanyl and who's doing all this stuff. So it's set in a modern era. So this is mob stuff like now. And Tom Hardy is not a member of the family, but he may as well be. He's essentially the cleaner, the take care of it guy, the make sure that stuff happens guy. Brutal in his own way, but also kind of an anti-hero in his own way. There's a lot going on here. This is not created by, but it is produced by, what's his bucket? Oh my gosh, my brain's...
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, thank you. Mm-hmm. So very Guy Ritchie-like in a lot of ways, including a bunch of actors who worked with Guy Ritchie before. But this is created by Ronan Bennett. Ronan Bennett is the name.
Yeah, Day of the Jackal.
Day of the Jackal, Gunpowder, Top Boy, a bunch of really cool stuff. Public Enemies, the screenplay for that, which was the problem with that movie was not the screenplay, it was other things. But anyway, guy knows his mob stories, and this is a very intense 10-episode constant piece of awesome.
Can I get away with pretending that before his season of Peaky Blinders, Tom Hardy fell through a wormhole and he's living out a life in this time frame
a little bit,
and then he's gonna get thrown back to Peaky Blinders
a little bit. Like he is clearly meant to play this sort of thing. He's extremely good in it. I mean, I'm already a Tom Hardy fan. I found this performance to be just so good. And there are times where he's the scariest freaking thing in the world. And there are times when you're like, you can see some humanity in this guy. Helen Mirren is an absolute psychopath in this. I don't want to give away too much because there's a lot going on with Helen Mirren, and I don't want to blow her storylines at all. I don't even want to suggest going down that road because it's important to see where she goes and what her role is in this. But also, as Conrad, the head of the family, Pierce Brosnan doing stuff I never thought I'd see him do. He's so good in this. And he's using his real Irish accent. A lot of people forget he's Irish. And add all these other great actors like Paddy Considine, you guys all saw recently in the dragon prequel, Game of Thrones.
It's Considine.
What'd I say?
Considine.
Oh, I thought it was Constantine. Oh, Considine. You're right. Considine? I don't know. Whatever it is.
Maybe.
There's a kid in here named Anson Boone. He plays Eddie Harrigan. He's the little freaking piece of shit you ever saw on TV. It is very, very bloody and not gory. It's just very brutal, very violent. It is full of the swears, but it's mostly Irish and British people yelling them. It's set in Britain, so it's set in London. It is modern day, so cell phones and all that business. And it is great. If anything I just talked about sounds interesting to you, you will have to rush to watch this. Don't walk. Watch this thing. It is so good. It will keep you on the edge of your seat the whole time. Some of it you may go, oh, there's a whole lot of like ideas from a million other mob ideas, and they all kind of are crammed into here. Totally fine with me. Totally fine. Not an issue.
It just tell me that it's a modern Peaky Blinders and I'm in. Even if you're lying, lie to me.
I'm going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and not lie to you and say in some ways this is a modern Peaky Blinders. Yes.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cool.
There's obviously a big difference in the historical nature of the first one or the former, but the latter is very, very cool. Season 2 just got greenlit, so it's coming. I could not be more excited. Somehow Paramount Plus has some of my favorite shit on it right now. I don't know what's going on over there. But
is this a thing you think Tina might like, or should I just watch this on my own once I'm done with Big Mouth?
How does she feel about brutal mob justice with lots of shooting in the head and?
Might not be a fan of that. So I think this will be a solo.
Okay, yeah. And if Tom Hardy does not do for her what Ryan Reynolds does, then perhaps avoid. But it's the kind of thing I'm not even sure Kim's going to like, and she's pretty open to most of this sort of idea. But I think it's a little brutal for her, so I'm not pushing it on her either. But I do think it is the kind of thing, though. If you're into like just British mob movies, you like any of that old Guy Ritchie stuff, the Smoking Barrels and the Whatnots, the Gentlemen, all that stuff. This is just right up your canal, your canal.
Your canal,
your channel, right up your English channel.
I really did mean to say alley, but it wasn't coming out right. Nothing's coming out right now. But this show, I keep saying movie because it's movie quality. It's very, very, very good. And I didn't want it to end. I finished last episode last night and I was like, damn it.
Yes. I'm queuing it up.
I need more of this.
By the way, you're aware that they finished the filming of the Peaky Blinders movie?
I had heard that, yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's called The
6
Immortal
seasons
Man.
in a movie.
Yep. That's what you do.
Yep. I like that. Did Tom Hardy return to that? He didn't, did he? I don't think he did.
I think there's a good story reason for him not returning to it.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I knew that. No spoilers.
And it's also missing. It's also missing a couple other people that. but it is it is a postscript movie starring Cillian Murphy.
Did you guys hear the great news this week? Not to harp on too much Tom Hardy love here, but Mad Max: The Wasteland is officially greenlit and is going to happen, and does feature Mac Rokentowski, played by him. So I don't know when that's coming or what's going to happen, but let's all just pinch our cheeks together and wait for the next Mad Max film.
Right?
So excited. Can't wait.
Nice.
Anyway, that's mine. That is again called Mobland, one word, and is available now on all the Paramounts. Man, I was thinking about this yesterday. I did a little post about it. But what a glow up we've had since CBS All Access to what it is now. It's Paramount Plus is so great. So much
it's
great
moved
stuff.
up. Yeah.
So much good stuff.
You know, they had so many like playback issues and technology issues early on that it turned me off from them for such a long time. Like it would always forget where in a movie or where in a TV show I was or things like that. They've fixed all that and it's so much better.
Yeah, that stuff, just from a technical standpoint, absolutely. But also just content-wise. Like, there's so much cool shit on there. Right. And I don't want to put it all on the shoulders of Taylor, what's his name?
But they should. Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan.
When, but yeah, he's a big
suddenly
deal.
You realize I'm going to this thing because it's the only place to watch 1923 and Landman and Tulsa King. It's like, wow, okay, this guy's kind of carrying here.
He's carrying that network. And really I think this show made enough of a splash that it's kind of in that vein, if I'm honest. Like, it's in the vein of like nonstop action, gritty, let's go, crime, bap, bap, bap. Like, they do run the risk if they do too much of this stuff for too many years, they're going to get pigeonholed into being the violent hitman network or something. But I loved it. So Mobland, check it out. All these, I just want to say one more thing about Paramount Plus, because I really didn't think about it until a year ago when After Midnight started streaming, and it was like, okay, this is where you're going to watch that. And I realized, I'm also watching Daily Show here, and our big rewatch of Cheers from the beginning is on Paramount Plus, and it just like on and on. And if you're into Survivor, this is where you're watching Survivor, and it's got like, if you want to, if you want to binge Criminal Minds, like Paramount Plus is shockingly packed. Yeah, it's a good place to go for your stuff. It's not just the Star Trek network anymore,
That's
right. I didn't even name that. And we got a new season of Strange New Worlds coming in a few days.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. All right. Well, everybody get your Hardy and Gen Z and I forgot Nicole's, her documentary, Australian People.
You can't ask that.
Yeah. All of it. QuickTMS.li.
I thought you were saying that to Scott.
You can't ask that, Scott.
I can't ask that.
I was just appalled for an instant.
All of it up on QuickTMS.li. That's where we keep this stuff. Randy, what's up for Film Sack this weekend? What are we doing? Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, Scott.
What are we doing?
We've already recorded it.
I know. What are we doing?
Ocean's 12.
Oh, Ocean's 12, right.
I
watch it, and if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you have not watched it yet, do it because it disappears exactly on the 30th. And
5 days.
And I rolled right into Ocean's 13 last night. I was looking for something to watch. I watched an episode of Big Mouth. I'm like, and I started watching Ocean's 13. So.
Yeah,
just to cleanse the palate.
You're allowed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know we'll eventually get to it on Film Sack. I'm fine with that.
You'll watch it again. It's not a problem.
Exactly.
But yes, Ocean's 12, the lesser of the Ocean's movies. That's coming up this weekend, and then the following weekend, Bangkok Dangerous.
Oh yeah, right. How dangerous is Bangkok? Tune in and find out on Film Sack. Randy, take it easy. We'll see you next time. All right.
Cool.
Well, we did it. We did what we needed to do there.
Every item on my checklist is checked.
Yeah, go long.
It's all checked.
Check. Have Nicole on a horrible microphone. Check.
Misremember a name.
Yeah.
This time it was the show title.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. Mess with Tom's monitor remotely. Check.
Right.
Success.
All that. Yeah.
Big success today. Well done, everybody. We're out of here. That's going to do it for us. Big thanks to everybody for watching. However you watch us, whether you come here live every day at 9 a.m. Mountain, or if you check us out on the podcast after, or watch the YouTube, however it is you consume us, we thank you, especially our patrons at patreon.com/TMS. You can find everything else for this show at frogpants.com/TMS, except for this song Brian's about to tell you, and then you'll be able to find it there.
Then you'll be able to find it, yeah. This goes to Jen. Not the Jen, just Jen. Hello, scrambled eggs and bacon. Today is my 40th trip around the sun, and I'm that much closer to the ultimate meaning of life, the universe, and everything. I don't have a specific song in mind, but if I could hear a fun pop-punk cover, that would be great. Feel free to play before or after. I'm usually a day behind anyway. It's never too early for a fish sandwich. Cheers, Jen.
Oh my gosh, she's right. It never is. Hold on, it's right here.
I can definitely.
Nope.
Hey, it's too early to get a fish sandwich.
There it is.
And a Dersh day for if you
we got
so kind.
We got that handy.
Happy Thursday to you.
Happy Dersh Day.
Excellent. So a good pop punk cover. There's a series, speaking of franchises, there's a series called Punk Goes Pop. I think they've released 7 volumes. This is from the newest one. This is an album series that I don't just willy-nilly buy the whole thing. And I usually do that. If I see a cover album, I'll buy I can't believe Chris Brown is calling me while I'm doing a show. CB, knock it off.
The real Chris Brown. Real annoying.
He's supposed to listen live. I don't think he's doing it. But there are some albums that I see, like a bluegrass tribute to, or a postmodern jukebox or whatever. Well, I'll just buy it whether or not I know any of the songs from it. Not so with Punk Goes Pop, because I always feel like those are so hit and miss that maybe it's like a third of the songs on there are ones I'm actually going to want. This one was one of the ones I wanted, and it's really good. It's by a band called Eat Your Heart Out. They're covering Ed Sheeran's Shape of You.
Those pants are made for frogging, if you know what I mean. I actually don't. Frogpants.com.
Shut your nasty little face!